Modern enterprises face a frustrating dilemma. To stay competitive, they need to build new applications and automate workflows rapidly, but they have to deploy these innovations without destabilizing the central software that runs their daily operations. To understand the tension here, we have to look at how enterprise IT used to operate. For decades, companies hosted their SAP environments on their own premises. You needed massive server rooms, filling the floor space with heavy mainframe units, and physical tape drives just to establish a functional baseline. Building even a simple custom feature required a complex chain of purchases. You had to buy new hardware, acquire an operating system license, secure a database, physically wire it all together. The result was an expensive maintenance nightmare, a tangle of hardware and cables that took months to provision. Because spinning up new infrastructure was so slow, developers started taking shortcuts. Instead of building external applications, they coded their custom features directly inside the core of their central SAP system, like ECC or S/4HANA. Modifying that central code directly caused massive technical debt. When it came time to run a routine software upgrade, those custom modifications would instantly break. Upgrades meant weeks of downtime, extensive testing, and high localized costs. To avoid this operational gridlock, organizations are now moving to the cloud and adopting a strict clean core strategy. This is a technical mandate to leave the central ERP software completely modified. Companies realize they can no longer spend their resources managing physical hardware and untangling localized code. They need to separate their specific business logic from the central software updates to keep their systems agile. This shift to the cloud brings up a term you will see everywhere in the ecosystem: RISE with SAP. People often assume RISE is a new software application or a standalone system. It is neither. RISE with SAP is a business transformation package. It is a commercial vehicle designed entirely to simplify how a company procures cloud services. Instead of negotiating with multiple vendors, a single RISE contract bundles the essential components: S/4HANA Cloud, migration tools, SAP's Business Technology Platform, and hyperscaler infrastructure. Looking closer, hosting is removed from the customer. Data is powered by established hyperscalers like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. By bundling these managed services together, SAP assumes the responsibility for the back-end infrastructure. They manage the system uptime, the hardware provisioning, and the core maintenance. With the legal and commercial complexities of cloud migration resolved by a single contract wrapper, businesses can open up the package and start using the technical engine inside. The engine that makes this cloud transformation possible, and the tool that actively enforces the clean core strategy, is SAP BTP, or the Business Technology Platform. Technically, BTP is defined as a platform as a service, or PaaS. Think of a PaaS like renting a fully stocked commercial kitchen. You don't have to build the ovens or run the plumbing. SAP provides the underlying infrastructure and all the ready-made development tools, so your teams can immediately focus on the ingredients, writing the business logic and coding the application. BTP contains over 80 individual services, organized into 5 main pillars: application development, automation, integration, data and analytics, and artificial intelligence. Adding the S/4HANA core reveals the platform's value. Through side-by-side extension, developers build custom apps entirely outside the central ERP, linking them solely through APIs. The custom code lives on the platform, while the S/4HANA core remains untouched. By strictly separating the two, BTP ensures the central ERP system can receive fast, continuous upgrades without breaking any of the company's custom tools. Instead of walking into a physical server room, administrators now manage this entire sprawling architecture through a single web-based interface called the BTP Cockpit. The return on investment becomes clear in daily operations. Application development cycles shrink from months to days. Disparate systems integrate smoothly, and the localized costs of powering and cooling hardware drop to zero. This architectural shift changes the daily reality of the SAP basis consultant. The era of racking hardware, executing manual operating system patches, and running lengthy database maintenance routines is largely over. Today, a basis administrator logs into the cockpit to manage global and sub-accounts, allocate strict licensing entitlements, and assign specific user roles across the cloud environment. Their focus pivots towards security and connectivity. They spend their time configuring trust relationships between systems and setting up cloud connectors to securely bridge the gap between any remaining on-premise networks and the cloud. When businesses stop maintaining legacy plumbing, they direct their technical resources toward actual development. SAP BTP and RISE with SAP clear away the infrastructure bottlenecks, turning the ERP from a rigid record-keeping system into an agile platform for rapid deployment. For a deeper dive into the specific services inside the cockpit, check the documentation links in the description below, and make sure to subscribe to the SAP Tech channel for more breakdowns of the SAP ecosystem.